Marriage researcher Dr. John Gottman found 4 signs that indicate trouble in a marriage. He called them the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Number 1, criticism. As a relationship coach, I guide you and your spouse to create a climate of appreciation. You learn how to avoid making critical complaints and instead express your wishes, longings, dreams, and needs more successfully so your partner can hear you. Number 2, defensiveness. We all get defensive at times. However, often defensiveness goes hand in hand with criticism. In our relationship coaching sessions, the speaker learns to use gentle startups and to express themselves so that defensiveness as a reaction is less likely. I also teach the listener to hear the longing under what comes across as a critical complaint, instead of taking it personally. Number 3, stonewalling. Stonewalling is Dr. John Gottman's term for a partner who shuts down during an interaction, especially during a conflict. They become inaccessible to their spouse, perhaps unresponsive, evasive, or they refuse to talk. They tune out, they turn away, they act busy. Sometimes the partner gets even paralyzed, totally unable to continue having a productive conversation. The reason for this is an overreaction of your nervous system. I will teach you how to regulate your nervous system and how to co-regulate your nervous system with your partners. So the first 3 horsemen are criticism, defensiveness, and stonewalling. Dr. John Gottman found that the strongest predicator for divorce is contempt between the partners. That's what he calls horsemen of the apocalypse number 4. In the following 3 minutes, I would like to share how contempt looks and how you can get out of feeling and expressing contempt. Contempt occurs when one partner believes and behaves as if they are superior. For example, smarter or the better human being. Treating your partner with disrespect, constantly correcting or shaming them, being sarcastic at their cost, or condescending towards them are forms of contempt. So are attacking the other person's character, hostile humor, name-calling, mimicking, eye-rolling, and sneering. Contempt conveys disgust and superiority. The partner on the receiving end feels small, unworthy, and unloved. Contempt causes a heavy emotional, mental, and physical toll. One side effect is that it weakens the immune system of the recipient. In partnerships, we need to feel that we have each other's back. In a contempt-filled relationship, we never know when we might be attacked or undermined. If contempt is the number 1 reason why marriages fail, how do you get out of contempt? Number 1, you need to be willing to explore why you judge your partner as inferior. You feel contempt because your partner displays traits or behaviors that you see as wrong, bad, or weak. And when you're faced with what you perceive as a lack in your partner, and you find yourself judging them, you need to ask if the other person is bringing something to the table that is actually a gift to you. For example, you judge them for being too emotional. How far is their emotional approach to life an excellent complement to your more rational approach to things? Or do you judge them as being lazy? Are they perhaps able to relax and be in the moment and you are not? You and your partner might be able to learn something from each other. Or do you judge them for being less educated? Are they perhaps bringing street smarts to the table or an ability to connect with other people more intuitively? So explore what causes your judgments and how far both ways of being in the world are useful. As you shift your feelings, you will be more and more able to see yourself and your partner as different and not as superior and inferior. Then we get to number 2. Now you can create a culture of respect and regard for each other. You can make it a daily habit to notice and appreciate your partner's skills, efforts, talents, and strengths. Let them know what you notice and thank them for what they have said or done.